Hey, it's Bob out here at Serenity Hill. I haven't posted anything for a while. Thought I would get y'all up to date today. A lot of things going on here. You see in the background that I've got timbers going up on the posts, on the piers. I got 4 down, 18 to go. Well, four down, that is, as far as them being up. Today I'm going to be cutting my steel plates and welding those to the rebar, so that'll hold them down. And then I'm going to put the 2x10 stringers across the bottom, and then I've got 2x10s that will be going across the top, about 8 foot. Bottoms of them will be 8 foot above the 2x10s, 8 foot 3/4 inch. So I have 8 foot walls to allow for the thickness of the subflooring. And then once I get those in on these 4, then I've got more timbers. You see back behind me here, that pile of timbers. I got some more 10 foot, 12 foot, and 14 foot 6x6. Some of them are cedar tone pressure treated that I'm putting on the outside, and then the lighter color ones, 10 foot and 14 footers, those are going on the insides of corners. Each corner here is going to have, we'll see as I walk away up, you'll see the RV in the background. The AC is cranking. It's nice and comfy inside there, so it gives me a place to get into when I get hot. It's going to be over 90 degrees today. A little bit toasty, especially for a fat old man. So anyways, see the garage in the background? I've got a light and a ceiling fan in there now. Up near the door is the area where I'm using for a work area, and I've got a ceiling fan over that to blow some air to keep me cool. And then here's one of the corners. Now what I'm doing on the corner, the outside, is a pressure treated post. I've got it notched down near the bottom here. Got it notched to accept a 2x12, and then I'll be notching a 2x12 by 3/4 inch, so it will be flush. And then on the inside is a non-pressure treated 6x6. This will be on the interior of the house. Will be seen from the inside. So I didn't want that to be pressure treated, but I did want the outside ones to be pressure treated to kind of help protect them from the elements. In between here, I'll be putting some 2x6 stringers to provide some rigidity. I figure if I've got 2 posts at the corners, because that's going to be carrying a lot of the weight, I would be good to go. All of my pier bases are they're 24 by 24 width and length, and they're 24 inches thick, except on the corners. I went ahead and went deeper, and the corner piers are 24 by 24 by 30 inches deep, and then I've got the concrete block stacked on top, filled with concrete. The rebar that you can see sticking up here, this rebar that's on each post, 2 of them on each pier, this rebar goes all the way down into the concrete. It's got a bend on the end of it, so it's J-shaped, about 2 inches from the bottom of the piers. And then as I put the wood that the piers are bolted onto on top of here, I'll be cleaning this up and then welding on a 1/4 inch thick metal plate to each of these rebar. And then once they're welded, I'll bend them. But that way the posts are anchored to rebar that goes all the way down to within 2 inches of the ground at the bottom of the piers. So I think that's going to be pretty solid. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. And then we can go forward from there. So making progress. It's awful heavy work lifting those up. The furthest one there, got to do everything backwards. That furthest one was still wet. And I tell you what, there's a big difference between the weight of a wet pressure treated versus one that's nice and dry. I swear that's about 25% heavier than the ones that have dried out. And it just about kicked my tail, I'm not ashamed to tell you. So at any rate, that's where we stand right now. We're in the process of moving stuff out. We've got septic. We're able to drain our black water and gray water tanks into the septic. We've been moving stuff out. We got quite a bit of stuff in boxes inside the garage there. And each trip out, I bring some more. By next Friday, this coming Friday, we will be down to the point where we'll be ready to bring the big furniture out and clean up the house we're renting and turn it over to the landlord. It's been a long time in the making. We bought this property 3 years ago, August. And 3 years ago, August, where I'm standing right now was so dense with trees that you couldn't walk 20 feet in one direction. Now we've got it cleared out for our house, got construction going. As you can see, it does not take long. Once this ground gets sunlight, it does not take long for all that grass seed and all that weed seed that's been laying there dormant for years to grow. And man, it's amazing how fast it'll take over. You know, those in the permaculture world say that nature is very modest and doesn't like to be uncovered. And boy, are they right, because you leave soil uncovered for very long, it won't be long before it will cover itself. So I'm going to have to bring the mower out here and mow this. When I start on putting up floor joists and the like, I'll be putting down a barrier on the ground to prevent moisture from coming up and keep all this suppressed. At any rate, it's a nice hot day. I got off to a little bit of a late start, but I'm ready to get going. Got to drill holes and cut some metal so I can weld it. So got to get the hose going so I have water available just in case. Don't worry, before I start welding these plates down on this rebar, since it's on top of wood and around wood, I will be soaking the wood quite well. I don't know if you saw that. I got a deer fly out here that just loves tormenting me. I've been trying for almost 2 weeks to kill that guy and have not managed to yet. At any rate, time to get to work. I'll maybe update a little bit later and add some more to this video, but things are happening and it's exciting. And boy, I tell you, after a day out here, I sleep pretty good at night. Okay, folks, this is where I get to stay true to my promise to be transparent and tell the good, the bad, and the ugly. The ugly isn't just me staring at the camera, it's this. I don't know if you can see that or not. Hopefully you can. It's just a little bitty thing. I was having to cut some metal, and being in a hurry, yeah, I think you can just see it. Being in a hurry, I thought, it'll be all right. I don't need my safety glasses. So now here I am in the RV, in the bathroom, and that's a little piece of metal I just had to fish out of my eye. I was very fortunate. Don't let this be you at home. At any rate, as long as I'm here, having successfully dug a piece of metal out of my eye, and yeah, I'll be all right. I was very lucky. So like I said, don't let this be you at home, because you might not be so lucky. I've seen people have to go to the emergency room and get a sliver pulled out of her eye because they didn't take it took me, maybe 45 seconds to go from the garage to the laundry shed where my safety glasses were, to get them after I decided I need to go get this piece of metal out of my eye. So at any rate, while we're in the RV, I'll give you the grand tour. I'm in the bathroom. Nobody likes bathrooms, but hey, there you go. Bathroom, shower stall. Believe it or not, at the house that we're renting, it has a 36 by 36 shower stall. This shower stall is actually got a bigger footprint. The ceiling isn't as high, so that might be a little bit of an issue for me, but at any rate, that's the bathroom, and most of the lights work. And the bedroom, we're having to go from a queen size bed, from a king size bed to a queen size, and we've actually, I probably don't have that much, if not much more room than that between my bed and my side of the bed and the nightstand. And we've got the nice little cabinets and drawers and everything on both sides, cabinets up overhead, and of course the all-important TV, which I believe is a smart TV. If it's not, we'll have to get rid of it. And here is the closet, cedar lined, double closet. We'll have to pare down quite a bit from what we had before. Full length mirrors, blessing or a curse. I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. Coming right out of the bedroom and right out of the bathroom into double mirrors. At any rate, the hallway, and the pull-out pantry. So, and then this is the fridge. This is a nice big fridge. It's not typical, I think, of most RVs, but nice big fridge. Got my Powerade, which is hot and sweaty as I am. I'm going to get one. Have you ever tried doing things left-handed when you're right-handed? This is not working. There we go. I am extremely right-handed. And then the freezer section. Yep. Like I said, I'm very right-handed. Freezer section. Oh, got my frozen dinner. Got some ice. This thing freezes good and solid. And the lovely kitchen. And right across from the kitchen, the dining room table, which we've used several times. And then, of course, up front, then we've got the double sofa with recliners, console in the center, and then the door is in the center instead of up by the front, which is kind of neat. And then we've got a fireplace with gas log and a TV, not a smart TV. We'll have to take the one from the one that Deb's got in the bedroom to put up there. And then, of course, up front, the driver's compartment. These seats turn around, so we'll have a couple nice comfy seats. Anyways, that is the grand tour of our new home. Thought as long as I was in here after having dug that metal out of my eye, I might as well give the grand tour. All right, enough of that. Time to get back to work. Hey, this is Bob here. Well, that was a nice, fun adventure. I went to use my 10-year-old flux core welder, and hasn't been used in, oh gosh, it's longer than that, it's older than that, but it hasn't been used in probably 7 or 8 years, and guess what? It won't work. So I guess now it's off to either Home Depot or Menards to get a new welder. The joys of building.